I'm Madison Hatter, and you're watching Homegrown Spotlight with Lindsay Klein.
My name is Lindsay Klein. Welcome to the WDHA Homegrown Spotlight. Today we have Daryl representing Nottingham. It is nice to have you doing your solo thing today, representing those working guys. Who works?
Yeah.
Who works?
Yeah.
I work. I guess I'm here working. But sorry we had to reschedule, and if that's why they're not here, I'm sorry, guys. We'll bring you back one day. So I guess you'll just have to make new music.
Oh, yeah, we could do that. We're working on some now, actually.
Okay, well, you know, we were talking off camera about what should we talk about in this interview, and we decided that we would talk about fishing.
Yes. That's what all of our new songs are all about, fishing.
Are you serious?
No.
Okay.
Actually, I did write a song called River, so that's kind of it. But
You're very into seasons, summer, sharks.
Yeah.
You'll have to pay attention to the music below us.
It'll make sense in the performance.
So anyway, I'll talk about your music and fishing, maybe back off camera. Nottingham, I know I've had rediscovered your debut out, your debut EP.
Yeah, that was our first EP. Before that, we had an album called Talk to Strangers. It came out in 2010, which is forever ago.
Oh, not that long. Well, I've
It feels
definitely
like forever
seen
ago.
the one that I had. I've seen for years, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I've never had them in. You know, sometimes you just like. Well, actually, I never really use my brain, but it's nice to have you in for the first time because I've had your CD sitting in my office for a while. How long has Nottingham been a band?
Well, me and Nick, who's not here, bringing up this microphone here.
Yeah, do it.
Me and Nick started it with our friend Brian back in about 2009.
Okay.
And it started with just a demo that it was the first time really doing anything like this. And we ended up sending it around to indie record labels and got a little bit of interest. And it kind of all just started there. So a record company out in LA actually picked us up, and we did a full album for them, did the whole touring thing. And then since then, we've just been self-releasing music. But yeah,
wow, that's how you started?
Yeah, we
that's
just
awesome.
dove into it head first. We really didn't, we figured it out as we were going along.
Right.
That's
That's cool.
It's been a growing process.
That might be like the first, actually, for the blog. Most people it took them years and years, which it does.
Yeah, it does. And
You had some beginner's luck.
yeah, we had
like
beginner's
that.
luck in that sense, but it's also like
And talent. I mean, don't get me wrong, but
yeah, but the cool thing, I've heard some artists talk about how you really do have to learn how to be a band.
yes.
And a lot of people now with the YouTube generation, it's like you could get famous off the first thing you do, and
That's
everybody
true, it
has
goes
their
viral.
eyes on you, and then you're learning in front of people. So we kind of we've been around, we've been in the scene and stuff, but not not that popular, not well known. So we've kind of been redefining our sound, learning out how to be a band behind the scenes a little bit, and now we've had 2 full-length albums and an EP, and working on new music. So it's just been a steady growth for us.
So if I was to ask you what would be a great goal for Nottingham, would it be someday to move to that way, or just you like how you're going, just making music?
Yeah, I mean, this year we had taken a year and a half off.
Okay.
Me and the bassist Billy went and toured with another band, so we've been around music still, but we took a couple of years off from Nottingham. But when we came back, we used to be a 4-piece. We started doing it as a 3-piece because our guitarist moved away. So this year especially has been the most fun I've had playing music.
Good.
Because it's been about the music. We've dusted off the old songs and pulled out some new ones, and we've been playing a bunch of local gigs just as a 3-piece. So the goal is to kind of just maintain where we're at now.
Yeah.
And put out new music. It's changed over the years. When we started, the goal was to be the biggest band in the world.
Right, Led
Go
Zeppelin,
on
of
tour
course.
and, not ever work for real. But, sticking around this long, your expectations and perspective really
Yes,
comes
and
down
the
to earth.
industry
And,
is
yeah, if it doesn't
it's
kill
different.
you, absolutely.
very different these days too. It's like you would have had to have been Led Zeppelin, but not to discourage anybody because obviously they're still doing a great thing and fun. They're still having a great time.
That's the
which is the most
important thing.
Agreed, absolutely. Please tell our listeners and new fans for you where they can find all that is Nottingham, so they don't have to Google search the wrong places.
We have a website, nottinghamrock.com, and that's got all of our music on there to stream, download links. It's got all of our links to Facebook, Instagram. Our Instagram is Nottingham Rock. A little space, what's the little underscore thing?
Yeah, you got it.
That. So yeah, Nottingham Rock is typically what you'll search for us. And our album Moving Day just came out April 28th, so we've been supporting that a little bit.
Awesome.
Yes.
Very cool. Well, check out their websites where they will be gigging, the three of them, and then maybe you will do some alone stuff because you do so well. And just one more question for you. I always ask bands, and obviously you were learning and you are always learning. If a band came in and came to you and said, I am new, I'm just starting off in the local original music scene. Help! What would you tell them?
Well, I would say before you ask for too much help, really define and redefine your sound yourself and really, figure out who you are, find your voice before you start really getting involved with other people's input.
Opinions, absolutely. That's a good one.
Yeah, so really just find out your sound. I mean, not even your sound can always change, but really what you want to get out of music. Find out who you are as an artist as best you can before, jumping into it. Don't spend that much money. You can do this pretty cheap these days. So that's another thing. Just
who has money?
I know, right? Musicians and
no.
Yeah.
All right, Daryl, thank you so much for representing your band
This has been
today.
great.
Please check them out, Nottingham.